Alright everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be pruning a few more of my pre-bonsai trees. So we'll head out into the garden and I'll probably do about 3 today. I've got a lilac over there which needs some pruning, Japanese maple, maybe another one. So we'll head outside, we'll choose a couple of trees and we'll get them pruned up. Okay, so let's go choose a couple of trees to prune. We're getting close to repotting season as well, so there'll be a lot of tree work coming up soon. You can see, even though we're only in January, this warm weather's bringing things on. So I've got a fair amount of pruning and repotting to do, although there's no harm in leaving things. I want to get this lilac sorted out. This is a lilac tree. That was a little cut in from my hedge. I've had that about 3 years now. It's got really big, so I want to get that pruned, and I'll probably choose another one or two to prune as well. I noticed my Japanese maple that I've got over here, I've spotted a few little problems on that which I want to get sorted before spring. And I've got a couple of little cherry blossom trees, that one and this one, which also needs some pruning. So we'll start off with the lilac. Okay, so this is my lilac, my little lilac tree, pre-bonsai. And believe it or not, this is only 3 years old from a little tiny cutting, and it's already starting to shoot up loads of suckers around the base. So I'll have to get it out of the pot in the spring and sort out the roots and that. But what I want to do is prune it back a bit, get all this moss off of here first, so I can see what's going on. I don't know why this happens. It happens quite a lot here in Wales. I think it's just because it's so damp all the time. But I'll get some of that off, and I think we're going to keep it as a... Will I keep this branch here? Maybe I will for now. I like this branch that comes outside here. So I'm just going to cut it back a bit to an outwards facing bud. So I'll just bring you in a bit closer so you can see what I'm up to. So I've got 2 branches here growing opposite, so I'll choose one, take off the other one. So I'm going to take off the front one here. And then I'm going to leave them 2 branches. I'm going to cut this one back to that bud there. Take off that dead stump. And I'm just going to take the tip of these ones off for now. So that's that branch pruned. So I've already cut back the top of it at some point. Probably just did that earlier on in the year without thinking about it too much. Just went around and cut off anything that was too long. So this branch here has this one going straight up, but it grows out from here, so I'm going to get rid of that completely. I'll leave that for now. I'll leave that one and I'll get rid of this one as well. Just grows straight up, so we don't need that. That one's alright for now. Just cut this one back a bit more. I'm going to take this branch out So it grows straight up there. So we don't want that. Got lots of buds coming off here. So again, just cutting things back just to encourage it to branch out more and be more compact. I've got a branch at the back here. It goes up quite straight and then branches off. So it's kind of growing on the middle opposite that branch, so I'm going to take that off. This is just a rough pruning. I'm not really going for much at the moment. And this one here, I've either got to cut it back quite far or get rid of it. So I think what I'll do is I'll take it off. These things grow so fast, these lilacs. I'll take off that stump. They grow so fast you can get away with, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It will all grow back again. By the end of the year, it'll be back to how it was. So this branch here, I'm going to cut back as well. But just got to decide what I want to cut. I'm going to take this inside one off. And just cut these ones back a bit. I'm going to take that one off as well. Okay. So the rest of this I'm going to leave for now. So with the lilac trees, they send out loads of suckers all around the base. And I'll keep cutting them back to the ground level, but there's no stopping them. See, they spring up all over the place. That's all this was. A couple of years ago it was just a sucker or cutting off of our lilac hedge that we've got out front. So all these, they just grow up like mad. So when I get it out of the pot, I'll sort out the roots and we'll get rid of all these, but I'm not too worried at the moment. So that's the lilac tree at the moment. It's not perfect, and there's probably more work that I could do on it. Little stump there, but I'm happy with it for now. So I'll go get the next tree. So this one's Japanese maple. I've already cut it back. You can see I've cut back a few big branches, but I didn't do any other pruning to it. So I've got to decide what I want to do with it. And I've got two branches come off right down here, which are opposite, and you can see they're already starting to swell that bit. So they're going to come off, I think, at least one of them. I might keep one of them. And it depends on the overall design that I want in the future, which I haven't really decided yet. So, but we definitely don't want two coming off opposite like that. So I'll take off this little one for now. And I'll leave that one because that will help thicken the trunk. And I'll take off this little one here. It's going to interfere with this one and it won't get much light down there anyway. I'll leave that one. And I'll leave that one. I'm going to take off, you see this bit here, this straight middle bit. I'm going to take that off. I've left a nice stub there in case it dies off. This bit's growing across the middle. It can come off. I've got this forked bit here. You can see how it forks into two there. So I'm going to take off the middle bit again. And then by the looks of it, I'm about done there. The rest of it I'll probably leave. Quite like the rest of the tree. So all I'll do now is just tip the ends of these, especially where you can see you get, I'll show you this. Each of these little branches kind of grows as like a fork type thing, so I'll take them bits off the ends and that'll encourage the buds further back on the branches to come out, because I don't really like it when it forks off like that. I think the rest of it I'm just going to leave. I'm going to cut that bit off. Take this one off the inside because I've got two branches there. You do get opposite branches quite a lot on the maples, so I'm not too worried about it, but I don't want it happening everywhere on the tree. So I think that'll do for now, and I'll just leave this to grow and thicken for this year. Got quite a nice base on it. I'll bring you in and show you. Okay, so that's the tree now. So it's definitely a twin trunk there. I've just kept the middle clear and prune back anything where it forks off and any of the opposite branches. And I decided to leave this branch here as like a sacrifice branch or whatever they call it. I'll just show you the base down here. So it's getting quite thick now, this one. And it's got some nice roots down here coming off the side and stuff. So I haven't really done much root work on it. Generally when I pot them up I'll do a little bit of root work just to make sure there's no drastic problems down there. Looks like something's had a chew on the bark here, so that's all healed over now. Probably one of my cats. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to do with that one for now. So I'll go and get another one. Right, so this one's a flowering cherry. Not sure the variety or anything. I picked this up from the discount area in the supermarket a couple of years back. And it was tiny, now it's got a lot bigger. So again, just a real quick prune, because I'm growing it because I want it to thicken up, and I'm going to leave it as a twin trunk for now, I think. Although saying that, it might make quite a nice single trunk actually. So do I cut that off and grow it on like that? You know what? I think I might do that. Quite a lot of my things are twin trunk or this sort of slingshot shape, which is just how they grow, but With this one, I think I might actually take it back to a single trunk and just grow it on as a nice big tree. So here goes nothing. Oh, that's tough wood. There goes that. Whole half of the tree gone. Don't know if I can see the rings on there, but 1, 2, 3, about 4 years growth there. I don't know if they grow from cutting. I might just pop that in somewhere. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So now I'm left with that. Hopefully you can see. That's definitely made life a bit easier for me. So I've got a branch there and then another one coming out there, which I'll get rid of. This one's alright, I'm just going to take the tips off. Cut it back a bit more. Cut these back. Whenever I cut a branch back, I'm always looking to make sure the buds face the way I want it to grow, rather than just cutting it random. I'm going to take this one back a bit to there, and take this one back. And I'll take the top out of that one. Actually, I'll just take off these two. And then I've got a stub. And lots of buds coming around here, which I'm just going to rub off. And you can see there's another branch coming out here. Right from the base of this branch, so I'll get rid of that. And rub off them buds from around there. And then this branch, this branch. I'm going to cut this back somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out where to. I'll just take that back to there. Take this one back to a bud facing that way. Cut that back a bit more actually. And then I'll take that bit off. And cut that back. So that's what I'm left with now. It's made it look much more tree-like. I'll give you a close-up of that one. So we took that whole side of that tree off. It was a twin trunk, and it is no more. But what I did do is just poke them in there. So I'll just cut that in half and poke them in. That's really thick. So it's got 2 chances now. It either grows or it doesn't. And I'll cut the top off and poke that in as well. So when I come to repot it, I'll readjust the angle to get it to be more upright. So that's that little cherry tree pruned up. Okay, so this is the last one for today. This is another little cherry tree. Believe it or not, it's the same age as the other one that we did a minute ago. So I'm just going to prune back these long shoots. A long shoot come off here, which I'm going to take off. And another one here, which I'm going to take off completely as well. So I'll leave that branch like that. Take off that old stub. And that old stub. And then just prune these back. Not sure about that branch, but I'll just prune it back for now. And I'll make decisions on shapes of it later on. So that'll do for that one. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for today. So we've got their little cherry trees pruned up. We did the lilac and the big Japanese maple. So I've got a few more to do as well, but it's getting dark again. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Hope you're all good. See you later.